I look like a drowned dog, but let's do this. Hey, what's going on, my little bundle of chestnuts? It's your girl, Kate Manchester here. And the reason why I look like a drowned dog is because I just got out of the shower. I was getting ready to go to bed. And then I just remembered a funny, demented story that I don't think I've told you guys before. And, I decided to pre-record this because I'm going to the park tomorrow and I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff, and yeah, so I'm gonna pre-record this and then get it out of the way and then just upload it tomorrow. That way you guys have a video tomorrow and it's just, you know, I can still do stuff without having to be like, oh, I gotta make a video real quick. So here you go. So this story takes place junior year. I had anatomy and my teacher went by his first name, so we're gonna call him Mr. T. So Mr. T was a pretty cool dude. He was he let us call him by his first name. For example, if we weren't learning, we were joking around. A lot of students were known for coming in with a prank. That's why this title is the way it is. I'm a terrible person. You're gonna probably watch this and unsubscribe. I don't blame you. Just, yes, the title is true. I pretended like I got severely beaten up and that I was dead and shit, and then I scared a bunch of people, but there's a whole story to that. So Summer was going to be a vampire, and then she just decided last minute that she wanted to be a witch, so, like, she had her props ready in her backpack, and I saw her fake blood, and I'm like, you want to pull a prank? And she said, hell yeah. So, Mr. T's classroom door was unlocked. That way, if students, like, left something in their class, in his class or whatever, they could just go in and grab it. He was cool like that. So, I didn't, like, break in. Like, he had his door unlocked and cracked a little bit. So, like, if you left something in there, you can go get it, you know? And freaking, this is why his door is locked now, just so you know. Freaking Summer and I decided to pretend that she beat me up, and it's pretty comical because she's like 90 pounds, so like, there was no way. I'm bigger than her. Like, there was no way that she was gonna be like this with her baby hands, and then I'd go like, so I don't know why we came up with this plan. We were really demented. We had an hour to kill. We were bored. I don't know. So, two demented minds get together. It's not a good thing. So freaking, long story short, poor Mr. T comes back from the donut and coffee shop, and he sees me, and we had like a whole thing prepared. Like, we put like fake blood on a chair and then flipped it upside down, and then I lay down on the floor, and like we had like blood coming from my forehead, blood coming from here. We put a little bit in my mouth and I gargled it so it'd be coming from here. We spat a little bit on the floor to make it look like I was drooling and stuff, and it was a pretty gory beat up. I don't even know what the hell I did. I'm sorry, but you know. So I'm like, we're sitting there talking, like, looking like this, and then we hear him unlocking the D building door, and we're like, shit, we gotta, like, get into character. So I lay down like this as if I was, like, trying to defend myself, and then it didn't work. So I'm sitting here like, ugh. And then we hear him, like, open the door a little bit more, and he drops his coffee. I'm a terrible person. And his donut, And I had to buy the guy a new one. I felt so bad. I literally gave him like $4 because I felt so bad. I was like, buy yourself some more. But like, freaking. Okay. So he comes in and he sees me like this, and then Summer just goes, "That's what you get for talking shit." And he goes, "What did you do?" And then she's like, "I don't know, I guess I just don't know my own strength, like I don't know." And he's like, you sit there, what is your name?" Her response, "Rebecca Porkowitz." Rebecca Porkowitz. So me trying not to laugh and stay in character, I just said, to make it look like I was like making like pain groans and I freaking. So he walks over to me, starts trying to do CPR, which is weird because like I got beat up. I don't need CPR. Like I guess it was just trying to wake me up and see if like, I mean, it does make sense because like blunt force trauma, you know, like she hit me with a chair, so you know. So this girl couldn't, and it's so comical, like I had to help her open a bottle of water. There's no way that she would have beaten me with a chair. This whole prank is like so. Mr. T, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. But freaking. And so he's like, Amberlee, like trying to wake me up, and then he goes in and freaking calls the nurse and security. He's like, "I need the nurse and security to my room right now." And he goes back over to me, and this time he just puts his hands on his knees and goes, "Amberlee," and I just look at him, spit out the fake blood, and I said, "Yes." And he freaking. The best part is that he had to call the nurse and be like, "I'm sorry." And then the nurse is over here like, "Was it Amberlee?" And he said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh, okay. Happy Halloween." And then and then he was about to call security, and I was like, "Wait, I want to see what happens." And then he goes, "Okay." So then freaking, we're gonna call this guy Snake. So freaking Snake walks in, and he had like his own little nickname and everything. It was Snake. His nickname was Snake. He just wanted to like, he had his own little name that everybody knew him by. But freaking Snake comes in with freaking, I can't even say it without dying. He comes in with freaking defibrillators. You know, like one of those. Claire! He came in with one of those. Why the hell are those needed? Like, why are those necessary? I don't know. I don't fucking know. But he comes in with those. And he said. And I go back into position, by the way. I'm like laying there like this, and then Mr. T is like sitting there just like trying to act all like astonished and like she won't wake up, like the hell. And then Rebecca Porkowitz is sitting there like I didn't do anything, you know. So he comes over and he's like, "Where the dead girl?" And I'm like, "Bah!" And he said, "Ah!" walking over to him, and I'm like, yeah, and he's like, so then I just give him a giant hug, and he's like, and then I just finally look at him, and I'm like, did I scare you? And he just goes, you need Jesus, and then walked away. Snake avoided me for a week. I was like, hi Snake, and he'd be like, freaking Mr. T got over. Mr. T was just like, yeah, we're cool, like whatever, that was funny. And then Summer was like, I don't have to go to jail, do I? And he's like, she's not dead, is she? And she's like, well, no, so I can take the test. Oh my god. I'm so mean. I'm such an asshole. I'm aware. Like, I know that kind of situation wouldn't be funny if it were real. But I don't know why. I'm insane. Okay, I don't know. We thought it'd be funny at the time. It was funny. It ended up like, you know, everybody was still like, we were still friends. We were still cool. I still got an A in his class. Even though I came in there for lunch and I was like, hey, Mr. T. He's like, you're getting a C just for that stunt. I didn't get a C. I got an A. I was like, what happened to my C? And he's like, you got everything right. And I was like, okay. And he said, but next time. So he started locking his door now. And then I asked him, I was like, was it because of the prank I played? He's like, it's because of you. And I was like, yeah. But hey, man, like, I guess it was okay because he started locking his door afterwards. Like, you know, like, what if a student left something in there and then another person was going to steal their possession? They can't really steal it if the door is locked, now can they? Lock your doors, kids. So, don't do what I did. Because, you might not have as cool of a teacher as I did, you know, like, your teacher might be all like, I'm gonna put you, like, because you can actually get in a lot of trouble for pretending to be dead or, like, faking a serious injury like that. For, like, imitating a sick person, or, you know, like, that can get you in trouble, like, a lot of trouble. I didn't realize that at the time, but I looked it up. He said, you're lucky I'm a cool teacher. And I didn't know what he meant by that, so I looked it up, but apparently you can go to jail for that, so don't do that. I didn't know that you can go to jail for that, though. Like, I didn't know that was a very serious thing to do. I don't know, just don't do that. But, like, if you do want to pull a prank for, like, senior prank or whatever, like, don't pretend to be dying, or, like, because, like, then if something actually happens to you, then they'd be like, stop playing, Jared, come on. Jared. You know, like, they'd be like, quit it, like, stop playing, and then when they realize you're for real, you're, like, dead, so yeah, don't do that. And, if you do want to do that, then make sure you're screwing with a cool teacher and not one that's gonna, like, put you in jail for that, or, like, call the police on you and some shit. Like, he didn't even tell the principal or anything. Like, the nurse was pretty cool too. Like, I was in there for migraines all the time, so yeah, she knew about my pranks and my shenanigans and stuff. So, yeah. That was the time that I did something illegal without really knowing that it was illegal. So, if you're gonna do a prank, you should probably look up if it's legal or not, because Mr. T was right. I was lucky that he was a cool teacher. Like, I am lucky that he was a cool teacher. Like, I could be in jail to this day if he wasn't. So yeah, if you're gonna pull a prank like that, ask Google, like, is it wrong to do this? And then Google would be like, yeah, you need Jesus. Like, so if Google is saying, like, here's what I found on the web for, like, 20 illegal things to do, you'd be like, maybe we shouldn't pull that one, Leonard. Yeah, Larry, I agree. I don't know, I need sleep. But don't do that, honestly. Like, so, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I made you laugh. I was not able to stop. I couldn't breathe while I was telling this story. So I thought, I like making you guys laugh, so I'll tell it, you know. But don't do what I did in this video, like, please. So, I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Stay body positive. Kate Winchester out. Hasta la bye-bye. And God bless your nutty little hearts. And don't forget to go nuts.